Good evening, everybody. It's November 13th. It's creeping up on a week since we've had the presidential election. And we still have cities full of ignoramuses running around protesting Donald Trump. Like there is something to protest. He was elected fairly in an open election, just as our Constitution demands, and was done as the Constitution demands. And he won fair and square. On the delegate count, it's not even close. He's on track to get 306. Right now he's got 290. Michigan's still pending, but he does have a lead in Michigan. He may lose it, but he still has 290 without it. Now Hillary right now, we're waiting on New Hampshire, which I don't know why we're waiting so long on New Hampshire. That's a little state. Makes you wonder. But she is on track to get 232. So, it's not even close. So, I don't know what the protesting is about. I hear there's going to be a petition trying to get 4.5 million people or something to say they don't like Donald Trump. Well, that's not hard. I mean, 60 million people voted against him. But 60 plus million people voted for him. The issue you're going to have is you're going to have to go to these 30 plus states that the majority said, I don't want to be governed by Hillary Clinton, and convince the delegates to go against the majority of the people in their state, which may be political suicide for them. I don't see it happening. And you're going to have to get at least 2 to 3 states to flip. 2 big ones or 3 not so big ones. So, I don't know what you're going for. And as far as I'm concerned, we petitioned the government already on the 8th of November. And Donald Trump won the petition. So right now he is our president-elect. It looks like things are going to go forward with or without the people that are protesting. I would rather see these people cut out their baby protesting and maybe get involved in helping us with the government. I'm sure there's things they would like to see. But, I mean, just wringing your hands and pulling on your genitals and crying in the street, acting like an ass is not going to do it. And I'm sure your parents must be very proud. Man, I'll tell you, all that college money, this is what government education does to you. Turns you into a sniveling retard. So, and you know what I want to know? This is what I really want to know. At what point does all this protest and all this violence, breaking, destroying property, beating up people that are Trump supporters, at what point do these people become enemies of the Republic? They're not honoring the free and fair election of Donald Trump, which really wasn't free and fair, but he won it anyhow. Why do you think Hillary Clinton is not contesting some of the close races? She could probably contest Pennsylvania. She may be able to contest Florida. Those 2 right there would give her 49 delegates, but I think she doesn't want the scrutiny of those votes. And I hear there's maybe 5 states that she did successfully take from Donald Trump. So if we really scrutinize this election, I have a feeling he won for a lot bigger delegate count than we're really seeing here. And he probably does have the popular count, minus all the fraud. That's why the Clinton campaign is not pushing the issue. But again, when do these people become enemies of the state, enemies of the Republic, and dealt with as enemies of the Republic? Think about that. And my advice to any state that has any thought of preserving our Constitution, because it's getting really to be a joke right about now, is reconstitute our militias, our state militias, to deal with these people. That's what I want to know. When are these people going to become enemies of the Republic? And are we going to reconstitute our state militias to deal with them? It's the two things I want to know. The same people that run around the streets smashing up everything. This day and age, you can look on the internet for 10 minutes to find out what kind of person Donald Trump really is. For 40 years in the popular limelight, he was a great person. A year and a half he was running for Republican. He became a racist, a bigot, a xenophobe, a homophobe, every homophobe you can think of. I mean, the election's over. You can stop the lying. That's basically what it is. And for the same idiots that won't look to see who Donald Trump really is, don't look to see who Clinton really is. These two Clintons are a disaster area. They're corrupt. They have a trail of criminal activity, murder, extortion, money laundering, drug running, prostitution, right from Arkansas right to the White House. 12 years as a governor of Arkansas, we had a power circle with corruption that was nobody's business. And I just think term limits kept him from completing that same circle. She would have completed our government into a criminal enterprise for sure. You watch how quick the Clinton Foundation disappears because there's no power to distribute amongst the donors. You'll see. That is done. She needs to be tried. She needs to be convicted. And anybody else that partook in this criminal activity, there has to be an example made that our government is not a criminal enterprise and the citizens are not to be abused. So, anybody that's still out on the street protesting, be warned. You're an enemy of the Republic. You guys have a good evening.